All right, cool. Welcome everyone to this training. Okay, I'm going to be explaining to you guys about Facebook ads. This pretty much for beginner level. If you don't know nothing about Facebook ads, this is definitely a video for you. So what we are going to be covering, if you look at the screen here, in this video we are going to talk about what is Facebook ads. Okay, and I'm going to keep this like in real simple English, okay? Really simple English. Okay, the structure of Facebook ads, why any business should use Facebook ads. It doesn't, well, we're gonna talk about that, but why anyone who sells anything should use Facebook ads. And which amazing things can you do with Facebook ads, all right? So let's get straight into it. Now, in between the video, there is actually one of my mentees here, so he might be asking questions, and I think it will be beneficial that if he asks me, if we just keep it like organic, raw, no cuts or anything, and you guys might benefit as well from his questions. Okay, so this pretty much is going to be kind of like a live kind of thing, and I'm going to try and share with you guys as much as possible. So yeah, and if you guys have any questions as well, just don't forget to leave it on the comment section or whatever. All right, so first of all, let me talk about what Facebook ads is. All right, so first of all, let's talk about Facebook, right? Because if we want to know about Facebook ads, we need to know about Facebook. Now, Facebook is one of the biggest advertising platforms. Facebook is not as many people think it is, and even me until probably less than 2 years. For the general public, Facebook is just a platform, it's just a website where you go there, you post your pictures and whatnot. Now, there's one thing to know, and there's one thing that you need to know. If there is any app out there that is free, that you can use for free, and you can upload videos, pictures in for free, you are actually the product of that platform. Like, you are the asset. They are using you to make money. Okay, so how does this happen? So if you think about Facebook, Facebook, they allow you to come on their platform, even Instagram. So obviously, guys, Facebook, if you think about Facebook right here, they have partner, or they have bought IG as well. Okay, so if we talk about Facebook, we can talk about IG as well. And then if you talk about Google, then you talk about YouTube as well. Okay, they are partners. So Facebook and IG, if you think about it, you go there, you put pictures, you engage with other people. It's a social platform. You like other pictures, you like other videos, you share, you laugh at other videos, you pretty much you socialize, just like if you was outside and you was meeting people and whatnot. Okay, so how does Facebook benefit, and how do we as business owners and as marketers can benefit from this? So Facebook, they benefit because their job is to make you happy. This is why they keep having updates. They keep having updates on Instagram, the stories, and then you can do a live and answer questions at the same time, and you have swipe ups, features, and you have different filters and whatnot, and they benefit from this because they keep you happy. And if you are happy, then they can tell marketers and media buyers, which is people who buys advertising on social media. They can tell them, listen, we have reached, I don't know how many billion people. Okay, I don't know exactly how many people uses Facebook and Instagram right now, but you guys can kind of say that is one of the biggest, or two of the biggest platforms that where people socialize, mainly Instagram right now in 2019. We are in 2019. So people is there now. Facebook and Instagram, they go to advertisers and they say, listen, we have an audience of let's say 100 million people, okay, even though it's more than this, but let's say 100, we have 100 million people that we can show whatever you want to show them. We can show them whatever you want to show them, basically, okay? So their job, Facebook job, is to collect as much data as possible from you, to get to know you through digitally, basically, and to get to know you based on what you do, based on what you like, based on what you post, based on the conversations you have. They might even get into your WhatsApp conversations. They know what kind of videos you watch the most, what percentage of just let's keep it simple. What videos do you like the most? What videos you engage with the most? Do you like comedy? Do you always like things about I don't know, white supremacy or black power? They know what you are more likely. They know kind of like how you are, okay, based on what you do. So for example, if you come to my Instagram page, you probably know that I'm interested about business online. I'm a Muslim. I might like as well sometimes stuff related to black power and whatnot. So now Facebook, they keep all of this data, they keep all of this information, and they have it in a form of data. Okay, this person, you don't even know, like Facebook algorithm and all the data they have is just crazy. Even in 2018, the year of 2018, Mark Zuckerberg, which is the founder of Facebook, he was called to the tribunal or to the judges, and they were saying that he was collecting too much data to the point where he was getting into people's intimacy and privacy, basically. Okay, so this is just before the GDPR policy came on the platforms for the UK, or I don't know exactly how all of this worked, but Facebook, just know that Facebook, they have a ton of data from people, okay? So this is how Facebook benefits. Facebook, they have all of this data, they know about all of these millions of people, and now they go to advertisers, they go to, for example, to LG, the electronics company, and they say, listen, we know we have for you 100 million people who makes this type of money, on average per year. And how do they know how much they can even know? And that's another thing as well. They can even know how much money on average you make per year based on places you go to and you take selfies there, based on people you might interact with, based on pages you might like. Not regular people. Not everyone likes Rolex pages. Not everyone likes Louis Vuitton pages. Not everyone goes to places like, I don't know, Beverly Hills and stuff like this. So based on the moves and based on what you buy as well online, they can track all of that and put it in form of data for them to know what type of person, what type of thoughts, what type of movements, what type of behavior you do on their platform. All right. So like I said, I'm going to repeat it again. Now that they have all of this data, so Facebook, they know, Facebook and Instagram, they know that you are this, 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 you are this. Now you have all of these advertisers, all of these companies that they are trying to get their message out there. Okay, if you think about any company, what they want the most is a big audience. They want to be known. Okay, this is why you will see Coca-Cola advertisements on the tube. You will see Coca-Cola advertisement on the buses. They just want people to know. They don't get anything. They don't get any monetary ROI from that specific advertisement, but it gets them known. All right. So what they want is people to know them. The more people knows them and the more they become famous, the more sales they are going to get indirectly. Okay, so they know about you all of these things. This might be that you like, I don't know, maybe you are a woman and you always like in beauty stuff. Okay, so you like beauty. You are African American. African American. You always take pictures. You always take pictures of you at the gym, for example. You always take pictures of you at the gym, and you put the location gym or whatever. So they know you go to the gym. They know you. You like sneakers, for example. Ladies, you like Foot Locker, for example, or lady sneakers. Okay. So what happens now is they have all of this data. Okay, and this is literally just low balling. Your data is probably, we can't even put it in this board, but they have all of this data of you. So now Facebook, they can sell this basically. Okay, they can sell your presence. They go to businesses of beauty, for example. So if a business of beauty, they come to Facebook and they say, listen, how much do you sell me your advertisement? How much can I pay you to reach out to all the millions of people that are interested in beauty in your platform? Okay, so they might say, I don't know, I charge you $5 per result, and the result, it might be a purchase, or it might be just leads, it might be just subscriptions for a software or anything. So what they do now is, now you will start seeing adverts. You will start seeing adverts of beauty companies. Like, for example, I don't even know any beauty company, to be honest, but whatever, cosmetics. And now they know you are African American, so they might show you as well adverts to join the community of if there's any African American business out there related to, or products like Cantu creams for black hair or stuff like this, they might show it to you. If they know you go to the gym, maybe fitness industries or fitness business in the fitness companies in the fitness industry, they might start targeting you. So when you scroll down on Facebook or on Instagram and you're seeing all these adverts, these are tailored adverts. You don't see these adverts just by chance, basically, or just by luck. They are showing it to you because of something. Now you might see it once, and that's actually that they are trying you to see if you are interested, because you might like something related to that, but you might not be directly interested about that. But however, those ads that you keep seeing over and over, they are tailored and you are being targeted. They know you are interested about that. And sometimes you might see as well that, for example, you go to Amazon and you're looking for stuff. You are looking to buy a camera or something, a DSLR camera, and then one day you go sleep. Then day later you wake up and you start seeing ads about this Canon 700D, and you be like, oh, that's what I was looking for. And you be like, oh yeah, I'm going to buy it now. And you click on it and start reading. So these are being tailored for you because they know you're interested about that. All right. So this is what Facebook ads is. This is how Facebook, they benefit from, and IG as well. So like we said, they are in partnership, Instagram and Facebook. So I think that's pretty much everything you need to know, and how they make money and how you can benefit from it. So how you benefit from it is you just think, if I'm selling something, just think, like, for example, if you start a new business, okay, let's say you start a clothing brand, it will be really hard for you to grow organically. Okay, it will be really hard for you to just start posting on your Instagram, expecting people to share your page and begging all the time people to share your page. That's basically hope marketing. You just hope people that they start referring your stuff and whatnot. But with Facebook, this is paid advertisement. So in one day, you can reach easily 100,000 people depending on the money you put in. But if you give $100 per day, and we're going to see this later on. But if you give $100 per day to Facebook, they might tell you, okay, we are going to reach out to 1,000 people per day who we know are interested in this particular thing that you are selling right now. All right, so this is the benefit from it. All right, and this brings us to why any business should use Facebook ads. Okay, and I'm going to actually jump this, and just because we're talking about this, I'm going to talk right now about why any business should use Facebook ads. And this is exactly why you should use Facebook ads. Whatever thing you are selling online, or whatever thing, even if you are selling physically, even if you have a physical store, like, it will be really beneficial for you to know that you can put $10 per day and get 20 people to see or to get to know your business. And maybe obviously 18 maybe are not going to be interested, but maybe 2 are going to be interested, and they are going to buy something for $20. So now you made $40 in a day spending $10 just to get this advert in front of 20 people. Okay, so this is why any business should use Facebook ads. It could be, there is all type of industries advertising on Facebook, and the more people know, the more businesses knows about it and whatnot, the more the cost of Facebook ads and the cost per action is growing. So why any business should use Facebook ads is because any business should be willing to pay to reach out to put their name or to put their message in front of people, basically. Mainly when you know you're going to get a return on that particular investment. All right, so just think as in someone is telling you, listen, you have this business, right? You want to sell this. All right, pay me and I will put this business in front of 1,000 people. All right, now imagine if you start a clothing brand, would you be willing to pay someone like, I don't know, Cardi B or Nicki Minaj or someone, a celebrity kind of person? Will you be willing to pay 5,000, 10,000 if you have the capital, 10,000 for them to promote, just as Cardi B, for example, is doing with Fashion Nova? She mentions Fashion Nova on her songs. She mentions Fashion Nova on her Instagram. She mentions Fashion Nova just on regular conversations and whatnot. She's getting paid for this. She's not gonna just mention that. She's not the founder of it, but they are paying her because they know she has a big influence on the particular audience that brand wants to reach out to. So she has a influence on the ideal customer of that particular brand, in this case being Fashion Nova. So they are willing to pay her. I don't know how much they pay her, but just as an example, you see the app Wish, where you can buy stuff really cheap from China. 80% of their profit, they put it back into advertising, into media advertisement, and this is how they have grown in, I don't know if 2 years or 3 years, but this is how they have grown like crazy. Because if you know the power of media buying and buying advertisement online, you are going to be daily on people's faces, okay, to the point where you probably experienced this, and you probably know how annoying it is to see over and over the same ad on YouTube or on Facebook or on Instagram, and you keep seeing the face of this guy that you don't want to, or it might even happen with me, for the previous weeks, and you'll probably see me more often from now on as well. All right, so this is why any business should use Facebook ads. And yesterday I was actually talking to he's never been my client yet. Actually, if you guys know about it, I actually missed the consulting session last month. I was supposed to go to Germany to consult a franchise of, it's kind of like a dessert restaurant, dessert coffee shop kind of thing. And I was talking to him on the phone, because he was trying to fly me out this week to Germany, and I was telling him, you need to put money into marketing. Like, any business will die without marketing. All right, and what I mean by marketing is the process that happens from a person that doesn't know from your business until they know about your business and they are actually interested. Okay, so is that effort you do to make people interested about your business. All right, so now we know what is Facebook ads, what is how they benefit from us. We know why any business should use Facebook ads. Now we will talk, guys, about the structure of Facebook ads, okay? And how is the Facebook ads structured? So I'm going to share my business manager account here, and the way we manage and we manage ads basically is through a business manager that you can create if you go to business.facebook.com. Okay, you go there, you sign up, and now you have a business account, and you can start investing money into Facebook for them to show your advertisement or whatever kind of message you have to different audiences. All right, so the structure of an ad, okay, and obviously there's a lot of things here to know, and we will definitely not be able to talk about everything today. However, I will talk about the most common things and the most relevant things to you guys right now, because I guess that people watching this are all beginners. So I will show you guys what do I mean by the structure. So if you guys see here, if you guys see this right here, you guys see here a campaign, you guys see here ad set, and you guys see here ad. All right, so these how a Facebook ad will be structured, or this how your business manager is structured. I don't know if I should say your business manager or your Facebook ad. Okay, so let me show you something here. All right, so first of all, we're going to start by the campaign. The campaign, as you guys see here, is the objective. What is this campaign? What is the objective of this campaign going to be? So up here we have the campaign. Okay. Sorry for the writing, which is the objective. All right, which is the target. Is that even something? All right, this is the target, the campaign. So if we look at what kind of objective we can achieve, you see here you can do brand awareness. So brand awareness will mean to just get your brand known, basically. Like, you have a nice ad, a nice video that represents something, that tells a story about the message that you have that represents your brand. And you go ahead and you get it known, basically. All right, so you have awareness, brand awareness or reach. Then you have consideration, you have traffic, engagement, app installs, video views, lead generation, or messages. Okay, so this means that you can actually create a campaign to attract traffic towards a website, just for traffic. You can create a ad just for engagement. It could be page likes. If you're looking for page likes, if you're looking for likes and shares and comments. Okay, now if you're looking for app installs, if you own an app and you are looking for people to install the apps, or to install your app, you can do app installs as well. You can do video views. If you're looking for people to see a particular video that you are promoting, or lead generation, if you are trying to get leads, meaning numbers or emails, okay, for a particular thing. For example, in the real estate niche, it's known that what is the most valuable for them is leads. Okay, and then once you get the leads, for example, if you have a social media marketing agency and you are offering Facebook ads in that particular niche, you can do a lead generation campaign, get leads, and that's your job basically. Then they convert the leads. They actually call them, they try and close the deals and whatnot. Then you can get as well messages if you are trying to get people to message you. Okay, and there is something else called the messenger bots, which is an actual robot. So this is a way as well of collecting emails and to put people into a sequence of messages where at the end obviously it has an objective. It could be sending them to a webinar, sending them to a sales page, sending them to a particular video on YouTube, making them subscribe to your channel. Now the objectives, it could be any objective basically. So it really depends on what you are promoting. And as well, it could be conversions. Now, catalog sales, I don't know what it is. I've never used it. However, if you come to the I here, to the I information, it tells you create ads that automatically show items from your catalog based on your target audience. All right, so this is a little bit more for like online stores and whatnot. Now, another conversion is to get people to come visit you. Okay, if that's your goal, or to get people to convert to a lead, or to convert to a purchase, or to convert to a complete registration, to get people to register for a particular presentation or web class, webinar, whatever it might be. This is what we would use. All right, so up here we have the campaign, and the campaign is the main thing, is where everything starts. Like, you need an objective. If you don't have no objective, it's just like in life. If you don't have an objective in life, you can't build anything around it, pretty much. All right, so later on you have the ad set. All right, so the ad set is pretty much the people that you are going to target. All right, so here we have ad set. Now, under a campaign, it could be a ton of ad sets. It could be like even 100 ad sets, okay? And the ad set is pretty much the audience, the placements, the budget, and the schedule. So it could be the audience in terms of the demographics, male, woman, age range from 18 to 65. It could be even in some countries you can even target Black Americans, Hispanos, white people. You can target as well people that makes around this type of money yearly. You can target people who are interested in sports and fitness, who have these kind of behaviors on Facebook. Like, they are Facebook shoppers, for example. They are known for shopping online, okay, or for always basically buying into apparel or into clothing ads, okay? Or it could be that you are targeting people who have bought online for the past 30 days or something like this, okay? So there is many audiences and many behaviors that I can definitely not cover with you guys, but this what the ad set is for. The ad set, you are telling Facebook, I'm trying to target these people. Now, keep in mind that pretty much you just have 5% of power when it comes to your Facebook ads. The rest of it is going to be all on Facebook, because they know their platform, they know their data before that you do. Okay, so you just tell them what type of people and what is your objective with this campaign, and what type of people you think are going to react the best according to your logic and according to your knowledge of your business. And then Facebook, they do the rest basically. All right, so this is the ad set, and like I said, the ad sets, it could be a ton of them. You can have one campaign, one objective, which could be purchases, or it could be registrations to a webinar. There is a lot of, you can have a lot of ad sets. You can be targeting, you can have one objective and have literally 50, 100, 500 ad sets. Okay, it doesn't matter. Um, Obviously, you're going to, the more money you have, the more people you can target. But the most common for broke people like us is that you spend about 100 a day, you spend about 200 a day, and you have different ad sets. Or if you're doing this for other businesses, you can be targeting a lot of people. Okay, so this is in terms of the ad sets, demographics, interest, age range, and female, male, all of this stuff. All right, so let me show you guys a little bit inside of the ad set place. Let me just use, for example, conversions, and we are going to go into the ad set, and I will show you what does it look like inside. All right, so depending on what you click on, something will pop up or not. For example, this conversion thing it only pops up, it only shows when you tell Facebook that you are trying to convert people into leads or into clients or into registers to something. So here you see, for example, leads. You have if you're just trying to get people to view a specific page or search something or add to cart or complete registration, contact, whatever it might be. You choose whatever you want to do. Or if it's an app or messenger, if you are trying to get people to send you messages, so you get their email through a messenger bot. Okay, now here, dynamic creative and offer, I pretty much never touch it. Now when I come to audiences, you guys here can have your custom audiences that you have created. Like, for example, after you get 500 leads or even 100 leads, you might create a lookalike audience. So an audience of people, you're telling Facebook, find me thousands of people who are lookalike to these people who already became something that I wanted to. So for example, became a lead of mine or a customer of mine. Now you can go ahead and duplicate this audience and know for sure that these people are definitely more interested about what you have to offer, because they are lookalike of people who already converted to what you were trying to get them to convert. Okay, so convert them to sales or convert them to customers or whatever it might be. So here is custom audiences. If you don't have an audience, then you would just have to start from zero and create one. So here you have the location, you have the age range, gender, language, detail targeting. Here is where you look for, you have demographics, interests, behaviors. So if you go to demographics, education, financial, live events, parents, politics, relationship, work. If you go to interest, people who are interested in entertainment, family, fitness, technology, behaviors. If you go to behaviors, you see here people who use a type of mobile device. It could be Android, iPhone. If you are trying to get people to buy something, and most of the people who buys those things use mostly Apple, it could be something, I don't know, a iPhone case. Obviously you're not going to target people who use Androids because they probably don't care about it. So people who are having their anniversary soon, you can target friends of people who are having their anniversary soon. It's literally too many things, guys. And as well, you can type things as well here. So if you trying to target people who are interested about basketball, you can see all the available options as well here. So you can type it yourself. Oh, sorry guys, I don't know if you guys see it, but yeah, here we said custom audiences. Here we said location, we say age range, we say gender, we said languages, we said detail targeting. Okay, so on detail targeting, you can browse here. And you have the demographics, the interests, the behaviors. You can type as well here a particular thing that you're looking for. You have connections. If you are trying to target people who like your page, friends of people who like your page, exclude people who like your page already. In terms of apps, I've never touched it, but you can target people who use your app before. Okay, many different things. Now, in placements, you can leave it automatic, but this is pretty much a waste of money. It's best for you to just go. If you don't know what's going to convert best, obviously just leave it automatic and then optimize it. And if you guys don't know what I mean by optimizing, you probably don't anyways. This is something that it requires time, and this is something that I teach in my programs. So on edit places, if you go edit places, you guys see here, you can target, you can choose the devices you want to. So it could be Android, tablets, iPhones, iPads, iPods, whatever it might be, okay? Here, you can choose the placement. So do you want it on the Facebook feed? Do you want it on the instant articles, in stream videos, right column, that little square that you see when you just log in on Facebook, suggested videos, marketplace, stories, Instagram, the same thing, feeds and stories, audience network, a bunch of placements basically. The ones that works best by experience is Instagram feeds and stories, Facebook feeds, and right column for retargeting. Okay, and sometimes depending on what marketplace as well. But this is what have worked best for me. But obviously, it's really subjective. It really depends on what you are, the product that you are offering, the type of people you are targeting, and all of these things. Okay, so obviously, what's going to work for me selling something is not going to work for you selling something else. All right, so mobile devices here, like we said. Now you have the daily budget, or you can do a lifetime budget as well. You can do a lifetime budget. If you're just trying to spend $500, you can do lifetime budget. You can do daily budget. And then you go ahead and you continue. All right, so right now we got to the point of the ads. So on the ads, now we seen the campaign. We've seen the campaign here. We've seen the ad sets. And now inside of the ad sets, we can be targeting, for example, people in the US. Okay, location. We can be targeting people in the UK. We can be targeting people in Spain. Okay, and here we have, for example, 4 ads running. And the UK 4 ads. In Spain 4 ads. In Spain we're going to do in Spanish. In the UK we're going to do in English. In the US we are going to do it in English as well. And we can have different ads. Now inside of the ads we can have maybe an ad which is a picture of you. Okay. Then maybe as well a video. Alright. We can have as well the same one with your picture, but with a different copyright, with a different headline, a different text. Okay, because what might work here, maybe here you're saying, hey, look at my nice iPhone case that I want to sell you. Okay, and that's it. Here maybe you talk about, when I had the regular iPhone cases that they sell on Amazon, it broke so quick and this and that, but this iPhone case, blah blah blah. And you will see that maybe here you will get 20% of people who are interested, and here you are going to maybe get only a 6%. All right, so maybe here you think that this picture is better, but here is working better. So when it comes to knowing what's working and what's not working, it's more about numbers. It's not about what you think is working or what not. It's all about trying. When it comes to Facebook, it's all about, in the beginning mostly, it's all about spending money and buying data, like giving money to Facebook to tell you what works with what you are trying to promote. Now, once you know your audience and whatnot, then it's perfectly, it's basically easier to or basically you spend less money. That's what I'm trying to say. You spend less money because you already know your audience and whatnot. So on the ad level, I'm going to show you guys real quick. Here you choose whatever business or page you're promoting for that are linked to your business manager account. And so you have the ads, you have the carousel, you have single images, you have single video slideshow collection. Okay, here you have the text. So here's the text that people is going to see. All right, so guys, do you see here? Yeah, if you see carousel, single image, carousel is a set of different images, single image, single video, slideshow.
I want to ask a question.
Mm-hmm.
Is there some specific instruction about the text you have to write, like a psychology or something like that?
Yeah, definitely. When it comes to the psychology behind copywriting, there is a knowledge in within itself. Is a skill in within itself. There is people who are paid just for copyright.
But you're going to teach something of that in the course.
What course? We just doing the training now. Oh, the course inside of my programs.
Of course.
Yeah, my programs we do go over the psychology of copyright and whatnot.
Oh.
But when it comes to the text, this will be the copyright. Obviously, guys, there is a psychology behind copywriting and psychology why people buys, and talking about a problem that people is. So business is all about fixing problems, about solving problems. So if we offering, for example, for this Find the Talk, which was or actually is, I don't know, I need to, since we just became 2019, I don't know if he still wants to promote or not. I haven't spoke to him for the past 2 weeks. But this was one of my social media marketing clients, and so he was promoting chiropractic services. So he basically cracks your back. So what you do is you talk about people's problems. They have back pain problems. They have, whatever it might be. So you attack the problem, then you solve it. And like I said, there's a whole psychology behind copywriting that we cannot talk about it right now. Automatically show the best performing cards. This is actually an update. I haven't seen this before. Oh no, this is actually, if you want to have different cards for the carousel, all right. But most of the times I do single image. So here you just upload your image, the text, the website URL that you are sending people to, and the headline. The headline is what shows at the bottom of the ad. All right. But anyways, then you have the button. What do you want the button to say? Download or get offer, learn more, play game, sign up, no button, subscribe, watch more, whatever it is that you're trying to get people to do. All right, and then you go ahead and you confirm. But this is the structure. This is the structure of your Facebook campaign. So it would be campaign, objective, ad set, conversion, dynamic, creative, and then the ad. All right. So campaign, ad set, and ad. First thing you choose, campaign, the objective, ad set, demographics, interests, and whatnot. And then the ad is the creative, different images, different text, and whatnot. All right. So right now we have spoken. We have covered the structure of Facebook ads. Now, the last thing that I want to talk about is what amazing things can you do with Facebook ads, and obviously how these can benefit your business. So before I go into it, do you have any question?
Well, the thing I want to ask is, you think it's more preferable to use pictures or to use video in the Facebook ad? But which one of the two is converting more people?
I mean, it depends. It depends really on. It depends on what you're promoting. Like, for example, if I show you here an example. If I show you an example right here, I actually I am promoting this affiliate product, and I was running a few Facebook ads, and I was trying out images and I was trying videos, and I thought that the video would work better. So if you look here, this was a video. I got only 3 leads, and I spent the same amount of money as well. I optimized this yesterday, but it was way more than the pictures, and the pictures brought me more leads, and it was cheaper as well.
So the picture worked best in this case.
So the picture worked best in this case. So it's pretty much about just testing, because you never know. You might think sometimes a really ugly picture, a really simple messed up picture would work best than this. Like me, for example, if I show you this ad right here, I am promoting a product to jump higher, right? So this was my ad. Me dunking before and after dunk. All right, so I looked at this. I'm like, this this ad is working better. It will work better than this one. I thought that it was gonna work better than this one. Oh no, this one is for the campaign, but it's basically the same picture. So I'm running a campaign just to get more likes to Philippines, because Philippines is really cheap. And so if you look at this, if you look at the cost per like, is 1p or 1 penny or 1 cent. But what I was trying to show you is that the video, I thought it was gonna work best than this image, but it turned out that the image was actually better than the video. So it's just about testing, and mainly in the beginning. In the beginning, you need to be willing to spend money. You need to be willing to spend money. And I actually see right now that I'm getting really cheap leads. I was getting leads before for the ones that I removed yesterday, leads for £6.58. Now look at this one, only £1.14. This one £3.71. But I just launched it yesterday, so I will leave it for 4 days. And that's one thing as well with ads. You want to let it run. Don't touch it. Once you launch an ad, let it run for 4 days, and then
4 days is like the period you need to know if it's working. You don't touch it before.
Yeah, exactly. Because the second day it might be looking profitable.
Yes.
And then the fourth day, it's just a bad audience or a bad ad set.
I have a question. Before you spoke about optimizing the audience. Now I have a question. How do you do that?
All right, so optimizing the audience.
You talk about making lookalike of the people who bought or the people who converted.
Yeah.
You want to take those people and make a similar audience. My question is, how often do you repeat that process?
All right, so for example, right now, I've got here this video, right? I've got this video ad. What I can do, for example, and this is one of the amazing things that you can do with Facebook ads. I can go and see how many people did watch my video for a 95% or 100%. As you can see here, I've got the video ad. There was people who watched the 100%. There is 650 people. All right. So right now, if I want to, I can already create a lookalike audience. Now the good thing is not about how often you do it. Is that if right now, okay, I'm going to do it in front of you. If I go to audiences, to audiences and I create a lookalike audience right now, if the ad is running, it will automatically auto optimize itself.
So if I have one Facebook ad and I see how many people have seen 100% of the video, or how many people have become leads, they went to the website. So I want to take those people and make a lookalike audience, and then create a new ad with that audience.
Yeah, exactly.
So what do I do with the old ad?
With the old ad, it still running. So for example,
I mean, it's still running until when?
Until it's not profitable anymore. So here is what we call, I mean, this is a little bit more advanced, but let me just say, for people who are watching all the way up to here, they're probably interested. So your goal with, once you are running ads, what you need to know is the KPI. Once you know the KPIs, that's when you are starting to scale. That's when you can actually start spending money and whatnot. So what is KPIs? KPI is key performance indicator. All right, so let's say for example, right now I am selling a digital product. Like for example, this affiliate product, I get a commission of $40 per sale. All right, so if I'm getting leads, we seen that I was getting leads for 140 or something like this. All right, and so let's say right now that I get 100 clicks, and I get 100 clicks, and I only get from these 100 clicks 3 sales. So these 3 sales, or no, sorry, I get 100 leads because this is the cost per result, meaning leads in this case, okay, or cost per lead. So I know right now, after I have been running the ad, this is why it's really important to let the ad run.
Yeah.
So after I've been running the ad, I've seen that on average, this is the percentage that I get every 100 clicks or every 100 leads. Every 100 leads, I know I get 3 sales, and these 3 sales is 40, 80, $120, right?
I see.
Okay, so now I know that on average I need 100 leads to make $120.
I see.
So if I say for example that my leads right now are costing me 114, and I need on average 100 leads,
114,
right, to get to make $120. So this times 100 is 140 pounds, and I am getting for these 100 leads on average $120. So what is my profit? My profit is just $6.
I see.
So I'm being profitable, but I'm not being super profitable. So right now, all of this right here, this is my KPI. This is my key performance indicator. So I know that, for example, if I get leads for 150, I don't know exactly the number right now, but I know, for example, that I get every 100 leads, I make 120. So I do 120 divided by 100. So if my lead goes over £1.20, that's it. I'm not being profitable anymore.
I understand.
So my KPI is leads that cost me less than 120.
Yeah.
So if I can get leads for you know, it will be. I've never seen this, but if you get leads for even this example is a little bit too much. But if I get leads for 50, then I will be profitable. If every if every 100 leads I'm making, I mean, if I'm getting leads for 50, I can get way more leads, and so I get more profit.
I understand.
All right, so
basically, before doing the lookalike audience, I need to see if the key performance indicator is no, actually what I need to do is okay, I understand. I understand.
All right, so for example, right now, what I was saying about the audience. Right now, let's say that I'm on the first ad. Now let's say we just launched one ad yesterday. We need to try and which the best thing is to launch the first time, one campaign, but with maybe 3 ad sets and 6 different ads to see which one is working best. But obviously, if we have a low budget, then we just go for as much as we can, basically. And we need to. It's a business at the end of the day, so we need to invest to get back. So the first ad, we are going to try and get that. We are going to start spending money until we know our KPI, and then we are going to try and make that KPI better, that cost per result lower, so we can get more profit. Once we reach a ad set that is being profitable, then we go ahead and we start duplicating and start scaling that ad by duplicating ad sets, scaling the budget, and basically burning out that audience until we find audience fatigue, or until we have reached out to the whole audience, which is sometimes like 500,000 people. So once we have burned that audience, what we do is we do a lookalike audience. So if we have, let's say that my
sorry, how do I know when I have burned the audience?
You basically you've reached already 500,000, and the audience that you was targeting, it was 500,000. So let's say, for example, this audience right here, people who watched a 75% of Panchi's media ad, there is below 1,000. Let's look for this one, for example. This lookalike audience is 250,000. Now, if I'm trying to make an ad, okay, let's go here. If I create an ad for this, if I go ahead and create an ad, and it tells me that on average, if I spend, say this audience right here. Oh, sorry. So let's say I'm targeting. You say, how do we know when we burnt out the audience?
Yeah.
So this audience right here is 410,000. All right. So now it will tell me that on average, if I'm spending 20 a day, I'm going to reach on average from 1,300 to 7,900. So what if I spend 1,000 a day? Then I'm going to be reaching out from 19,000 to 100,000 to 120,000 per day. So it's just about spending as much money as we can until we reach those 500,000 people, which is the people on average that audience has. So obviously, to burn out the audience, basically you need to spend as much more. You need to spend however much is worth that audience. So in this case, that audience, it will be worth probably. It will be probably worth around 3,000 pounds. Because here it's telling me that if I spend on a daily budget 2,500, I'm going to be reaching on estimated Sorry. I'm going to, so the potential reach, it tells me 410,000. And we said that if we spend 3,000 a day or however much it was, we are going to reach estimated daily results from 47,000 to 290,000. So that's the average of the cost of, I mean, the average cost will be like 6,000. So we need to spend in that particular campaign $6,000 to reach out to that audience, if that makes sense. So once we have already burnt out this audience, on average we are going to get 190 conversions. So if we are trying to convert for leads, for example, if we are trying to convert for leads or let's say purchase, so if we are trying to get people to buy a product on our website, it says to us here that we are going to get on average 200 conversions, or from 32 to 200. So now we are going to have data to create lookalike audiences. And even we can create lookalike audiences from conversions. We can create lookalike audiences from average percentage view of a video. We can create lookalike audiences from just interaction with the ad.
Okay, you think a good strategy would be spend a lot of money so you have a lot of conversion, and then you can do lookalike audience to optimize?
Definitely. That's how it works. You need to buy data in the beginning. So you need to spend as much money as you can, so Facebook starts giving you data, and with that data you can figure out the KPIs, and therefore optimize the ad. So optimizing meaning, what do I mean by optimize? So I'm not going to show you here because it's going to be a little bit complicated, but let's say for example that our campaign, let me show you here so it's more clear. So here, for example, okay, so we have, if I go to the ad set of this campaign, how do I optimize it?
So basically, it is a matter of thinking in long term. So you want to spend money in the beginning. Maybe it doesn't look like it's profitable.
Exactly.
But what you're doing is actually getting data. So in the future, you have to spend less in relation to what you're earning.
Exactly. A lot of people, they start a Facebook ad. After a week, they say, "Oh, this doesn't work." Maybe even the first 2 months, you're not profitable.
I understand.
You understand? So let's say, for example, this ad set. How do I optimize it? I go ahead and I look at. First of all, I have my KPIs already chosen, which is, obviously I cannot show this right now. But what interests me in this campaign is the results, the reach, the impressions, the unique click-through rate, the cost per click, unique link clicks. And so because I already know what interests me, I go here on custom columns and I just choose here what I want to see. I choose here what I want to see. All right. So right now what I do after 4 days, for example, so this one I already optimized it yesterday, but I will click on this one and I will see I will go and look, for example, what's converting best, which age is converting best. Obviously here I'm just targeting people in between 18 and 24. So I know that that's only one age range. But if I was targeting, if I was targeting really wide people, if I was targeting not white people, if a wide age range, I will look at what age range is converting best. So let me give you a better example. If we go to one of my clients, here, as you can see, he has different ad sets. So he has an ad set of 45 to 54, 35 to 44, 45 to 54. So let me look at, for example, all right, here. All right, so here I have different age range. I have 25 to 34, 35 to 44, 45 to 54. If I look at the results, obviously I don't have no result here, so it will be really hard for me to make a decision from here. But if I look at the click-through rate, I see that, for example, this click-through rate, 65 up, the click-through rate, so the average percent of people who clicks, so out of 100 people, there is a 5% who clicks on the link. All right, here out of 100 people, there is 1.95% of people who clicks on it. So based on this, I know what I'm spending money and what is working for me. Obviously here I don't get no leads, but here, for example, I see that the age range of 35 to 34, I got 1 lead. All right, and the click-through rate is the highest of all of them. So these numbers are really low to come to a conclusion, but you can see that here the cost per link, the cost per result is 0.32, and like I said, I don't have enough data. I don't know yet how much is the rest of it. But however, this one is working best. Is working best than any other one. The 35 to 44 is working best than any other one in terms of click-through rate and in terms of results. Okay, even though it's only one result. So if I come up here, for example, like I said, we don't have enough data here to know. But for example, here, this one, 45 to 54, we had 3 leads with the same kind of reach that we had with IG. So this is IG feed, so Instagram feed, and this is Facebook feed. So we see that Facebook feed is working best, even though we reached almost the same amount of people. So it's just about being analytical. What is working best? I see that here I spend, for example, 62 cents, and I got more leads than on Instagram. On Instagram, I spend 164 and I got only 1 lead. And on top of that, the click-through rate is 0.60, but on Facebook, the click-through rate is 2.37 for this age range, but it might not be for the age range of 18 to 24 maybe, or 55 or 25 to 35. Because younger people, they are more likely to react on Instagram than Facebook. But older people, is known that, Facebook is getting a little bit old now. But this is basically how I go about it. Then I go, for example, this for age range. Then I go for gender, for example. Now I see female and male. Which one is working best? I see that females are converting best. So if females are converting best than males, and the budget, I don't know the budget, how much it doesn't, I didn't choose to see the budget here. The budget is maybe 5 a day. So now that I know that females are working best, I can maybe do 6 a day and see how it works. Yeah. And what is really important is that every time you change, first of all, you don't change the actual ad set that's already running. You duplicate it, and you change one main thing to see if that thing is working best. Okay. So it's a really, really long-term thing. Like, it's just about optimizing and scaling it. So for example,
I have a question about that. When you duplicate, you leave the other one. But then the one you have duplicated, I guess one day you will have to duplicate it as well.
Yeah, you leave the other one if you are happy with the KPI.
And if I'm not, I turn it off, or I erase, I delete.
But most of the times when you duplicate it is to, I mean, it could be to
compare.
to compare what's working best. So it really depends on what you are trying to do. If he's already working and you're happy with the KPI and the profit, then you just duplicate it and increase the budget a little bit, and leave the other one as well because it's working good.
Okay. And when it's not working good, so
If it's not working good, you go ahead. For example, here, if you see that females are converting more than male, you duplicate and you remove the male and you just target female. And if you see that if you come to the placements, well, here is only Facebook feeds, but here, for example, marketplace, I have on this ad set Facebook news feeds and Facebook marketplace. So I didn't get no results, so I couldn't tell. However, the click-through rate on Facebook feed is way higher than click-through rate, for example. So then I go ahead, I duplicate it and remove marketplace and just target Facebook feed.
I understand. I have a question. Let's say I have 50 people who purchase from my website.
Yeah.
So I will take those, let's say 100 people. I will take those 100 people and make a lookalike audience.
Yeah. Actually, the minimum to make a lookalike is 100.
100. Then when I make this lookalike audience, from these people, 50 buy, or let's say 20 buy. So now I have 120 people. I will make a lookalike audience of those 120. So is that the way to optimize?
No, because the thing you want to do, if you get 100 purchases and you create a lookalike audience, what you want to do is focus as much as possible on that lookalike audience and try and wipe out all the audience.
How long does that take?
It's about the money.
Okay.
So if we pay 5,000 in one day to Facebook, they might let us reach out to those people in one single day.
My God.
So it's about how much money you put in.
Okay.
You remember when we seen the?
I remember.
Yeah. So
usually, you will take maybe a month if you are starting as an entrepreneur because you don't have so much money.
Yeah, I mean, what I will do if you don't know about Facebook ads and you just starting, I will get someone to do it. But one thing that I wanted to mention though is that if you do a lookalike audience and you don't know yet what's working for you, you still need to try different things. So you might not want to to burn that audience in one single day, paying 5,000 pounds,
I understand.
But yeah, as an entrepreneur, the first month is don't even expect any profit. Just expect on the first month, depending on how much money you put in, expect on the first month to collect some data. Once you have collected some data, then you can go ahead, create new campaigns and duplicate the ones that are working already and scale them.
I understand.
All right, so I mean, if you guys still watch, if there's anyone that still is watching, so these are the amazing things that you can do with Facebook ads. You can literally, based on all of these numbers, you can know how much you are able to spend to get a profit once you have figured out your KPIs, your key performance indicators, and you can literally reach out to thousands and thousands of people that you will never be able to reach out to if you was a regular business, physical business or whatever. Okay, so one of the amazing things as well that I'm not gonna go over, but I'm not gonna show you on the screen, but it's the remarketing or retargeting. Okay, so once you have some data from people, for example, people who have visited a particular website of yours, or people who have watched one of your videos, people who have watched a 95% of your video, and we've seen before that there was like 600 people who have purchased already from you, people who became a lead of you. All of these people, we can show them an ad, like just for them. So if we want to give to our leads or people who already purchased from us. Or if we have a big email list, we can give that to Facebook and maybe, I don't know, target them with a discount just for them, or target them with, you know, saying something like, hey, we know that you have purchased from us before and we would like to give you this as a, you know, as a gift for being our client. Get this discount, whatever it might be. And it probably happens to you, like we mentioned in the beginning of the video, is that sometimes you go on Amazon, for example, or any website, and then the day later you start seeing ads continuously about that particular thing that you was looking at. And so that's because they are retargeting you. So if you go to any website, I'm going to show you how does that happen as well. If you go to one of my websites, for example, let's see the free ebook one. If you go to any, I mean, a bunch of websites, but you will see up here, there's this little thing right here. This is a Facebook pixel, okay? So I basically integrated a pixel. You don't need to be a coder for this, it's really simple, but, or a web developer. You integrate a Facebook pixel and now I can track however many people comes to this website per week, per day, per month, yesterday, and I can create an audience from those 100 people, those 1,000 people who came for the past 7 days, and show them a particular ad that says, hey, I know you have visited my website the past 7 days, or I know that you was about to buy my product. We can even target people who like for example, if I come to here, if I come here, okay, to this website here, I have a tracking code that says, I have a tracking code to track people who seen the page, and I have a tracking code for people who add payment info. Okay, so people who comes here and they about to buy something from me, okay, this 24-pound product that I have, and they put their name and they end up by, I don't know, maybe their wife calls them, or maybe something happens and they have to run out of the house and they close the window and they just forget about it. What I can do is people who started putting their information but end up not buying, I can retarget them, telling them, hey, you forgot to get this product of mine, or you forgot, you know, I seen that you was about to buy it, let me give you a discount, just to motivate them to come back. Okay, so this is just amazing, the amount of things that you can do with Facebook. And I think that if you're trying to sell something online and you're not using Facebook ads, or you don't intend on using Facebook ads in the near future, I just think you are insane. And you know, for some businesses, organic ways it might be better. I don't see right now any other business that cannot benefit from media buying and from you know, digital advertisement basically. So that's pretty much it, guys. Sorry for bothering you guys for so long, but I think Facebook ads is really important. Like I said, this training kind of tutorial was really beginner level kind of thing. So if you guys are interested in knowing more and knowing how you can get sales for your particular business, if you're trying to start a business, just check the links below. I have a free ebook. Go ahead, pick your free ebook. My free ebook is called the top 3 businesses that don't require money to start. Pick it up. If you want to get that product of 24 pounds that you've seen as well, you can get it as well. I have higher price programs for more, you know, advanced people or more serious people. If you want to go check those out as well, you go to mrhalalmoney.com. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Hopefully you guys liked it. Leave me a comment below about whatever you want to say. And assalamu alaikum rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.